Hey everyone, Coach K here. In this video, we're going to look at the key differences between cryptocurrencies and fiat. There are some major differences in how these two exist and function. Let's look in depth at those differences now.
Fat kiddo.
Coach K here. Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to talk about fiat versus crypto and why I believe cryptocurrencies will be the future of our money. So as we can see behind me, it's kind of a meme and it's kind of funny, but it's actually kind of true. It is true. It's not kind of true. Basically, over time, money's become less and less valuable. Now, why is that? Well, we have this thing called inflation. And we also have countries able to print off more and more money as they need it. The problem with that is if you're not actually making things to make money, like, shipping things around the world that you create, gross domestic product, you're just printing off money to make your money less and less valuable over time. And we've seen this with the Fed, right? And that's why US dollars now are worth very little than they were 30, 40 years ago. Whereas we see Bitcoin, I know it's a lot shorter time frame because it's a meme, but over the time, it doesn't matter because the whole point here is that you started off buying a little bag of groceries, and now you could literally buy a small car. So that's the really cool part of cryptocurrency because it's a limited supply, and as more and more people want to hold it or use it as a medium of exchange, it becomes more valuable because you can't print more money. It's deflationary because it has a certain number of coins, Bitcoin, 21 million. That's it. And let me break this down for you. If every millionaire shared a piece of that 21 million, they'd each only have 0.28 Bitcoin. So imagine where Bitcoin could go, even though we have a lot of other cryptocurrencies, if a lot of those people and other people hold some Bitcoin. And this is the whole thing. It's not financial advice, but it's just pretty obvious what deflationary does compared to inflationary. Now we can look at cryptocurrency versus fiat. So cryptocurrencies basically are, and I'll start with them first, they're a digital medium of exchange. So basically, instead of having a US dollar or a coin to give to someone or any other type of currency that's fiat, we actually use a digital currency, which could technically be used anywhere in the world if they all accepted it. So we don't never have to go to another country and change your fiat currency to be able to use yours in their country. We also have private keys and public keys. And they determine if we can send those public keys out to get crypto, or we can get public keys and send crypto. And our private keys keep all of our crypto information safe. And we usually put those in a very safe location, or on a Trezor, and keep our seed keys in a safe location, but always keep those things in a super safe location because they are basically the key to your money. There's a limited supply for almost 90% of cryptocurrencies, maybe 99, almost all. And basically the limited supply makes them scarce. And because they're scarce and some of you have to mine coins for, basically it makes it awesome. And I'll tell you why it makes it awesome. Because your limited supply over time, as more and more people will use that currency, will make it more and more valuable, right? And this isn't like financial advice to tell you it's going to happen for sure, but if more and more people mass adopt cryptocurrencies, they should, in technicality, be worth more because more people are going to use them. And that's how supply and demand works, right? So that's how Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are actually derived. Their supply and demand, not their value derived from markets. So that's something really interesting to think about. We created cryptocurrencies with computers. We made specific rules. We made algorithms, right? That basically, yes, things are good or no, things are bad on the network. And then we made it decentralized. So many computers will confirm that, yes, this is a good transaction. So instead of having the government say, yes, that's a good transaction, or a bank say that's a good transaction, no. The computers in the network, when a peer-to-peer talks to each other and says, I want to send you cryptocurrency, and say, okay, send me cryptocurrency, that all the computers on the network say, yes, those two people did want to make that happen. And if for some reason someone tries to cheat the system and say, yes, they did want to send me, but they wanted to send me 1 Bitcoin, and this person actually in the confirmation was 2, all of a sudden they're gonna have a confliction and it will not be accepted. And so that's a decentralized cryptocurrency network. Okay, the difference between fiat's physical. We can actually hold it. We can also see that it's an unlimited supply, so we can print more off as we need it. The government can issue it. Okay, so the government basically controls all of that, which makes it centralized, right? So it's controlled by laws and banks. And here's the thing, because of that, and here's a negative side of this, is if you are a law-abiding citizen but you get caught up in the wrong thing and someone thinks you did something wrong, they can freeze your accounts and you can't even get access to your own money even though you didn't do anything wrong. So it can sometimes backfire on the government because they hurt the wrong people. Whereas with cryptocurrencies, you can't do that because only very few, I believe EOS, if they vote and people all say yes, they're going to reverse the transaction, it can happen. But pretty much, banks can't just come in and say, yeah, I'm freezing your crypto, which is really something that a lot of people like, because it's really unfair for them to tell you you can't use your money unless you've broken the law, and you should be in jail, so you shouldn't be able to use your money anyways. And that's basically fiat and crypto. The reason why I believe that cryptocurrencies are going to eventually replace fiat is because fiat costs money to make, a lot of money to make, and it doesn't cost money to make more Bitcoin other than mining it. You don't have to basically create dollar bills and mint coins and all that stuff. And the other really big benefit is you could use them around the world. So you could fly to any country and use a cryptocurrency anywhere, which eliminates this whole like nationalism of different currencies. And that should actually help economies around the world because it's also on a public ledger and it will make it more fair. So is fiat going anywhere anytime soon? Probably not. You're going to see at least 10 more years of like people using it every single day. And probably eventually, like we're seeing starting now in China, people slowly get away from the cash and move into crypto and digital assets. So that's where I believe the world's going. Coach K, sign out. See you guys soon.
Fat kiddo, fat kiddo, fat kiddo, huge fat kiddo.